Hey everyone, my name is Amy, and I get to teach you today a little bit about oregano essential oil in the kitchen. Before I jump into a fun recipe that I picked out to share with you, I just wanted to tell you just briefly about, in terms of safety for oregano essential oil, if you're using it topically, you want to always dilute. And when you're cooking with it, a little bit goes a long way. It's a really strong essential oil. So when you are cooking with oregano, if you're doing a big sauce or something, you probably want to start with a toothpick's worth, and you can always add more. When you're cooking with essential oil, you always want to use CPTG oils, so certified pure therapeutic grade, doTERRA's trademark. And the reason for that is it's just about safety and purity. You want to be able to use the best oils that you can, and especially when you're cooking and taking them internally. So a little bit about cooking with essential oils. The culinary oils, we're already cooking with those herbs anyway, and so it's kind of a natural instinct to be able to cook with them too, and it's really fun actually to add them to a lot of our recipes. When you're using an essential oil, every essential oil has what's called a flash point. And I think the thing to take away or understand about that is really just the idea that every oil has an efficiency, I guess. Once it reaches that peak, it's not that you're not getting something out of it, but it starts to lose its highest potential, I guess you could say. So it's a lot like, say, cooking or steaming your vegetables. The more you cook them, the less nutritional content that they provide. It's not that they're bad for you. Vegetables are still good for you. But if you want to get it at its highest value, you want to keep underneath of that flash point. So something kind of interesting to know is that if you add your essential oil to a fatty oil, say like an olive oil or a coconut oil, that can actually increase the flash point. So you are able to cook with them, and you're able to make them go just a little bit further in terms of the nutritional content that it can provide for you. So that being said, I have a fun little recipe to share with you. It's called canapé. Canapé is it's basically an hors d'oeuvre, a French hors d'oeuvre. And you've got baguettes, and it's putting something on baguettes, like cheeses or vegetable. And sometimes it's heated, sometimes it's not, but that's what canapé is. And this particular recipe, we're going to have this posted, by the way, so you can just read it. But you've got your baguette, and then you have butter, minced garlic, and then your oils, your essential oils, doTERRA's oils, of course, are going to be oregano, thyme, and basil. And then you'll want to have some Roma tomatoes, thinly sliced, and some chives, and then salt and pepper to taste. So those are your ingredients. And what you're going to do is you're going to mix your butter, preferably room temperature, softened, with your minced garlic, your essential oils, and your salt. And this particular recipe has 1 full drop of oregano. You might want to start with a toothpick's worth, just like we were talking about a second ago, and increase from there. I actually did 1 full drop, and it tastes really good to me. So I did 1 drop of oregano, 1 drop of thyme, and then you have 2 drops of basil. And then from there you mix that and mix it with your salt and pepper to taste. And then you put it on your baguette that's thinly sliced, and you can eat it with the tomato on top, or you can toast it in the oven, which is what I prefer to do. So let's see if you can see this. I took my baguette, my sliced baguette, and I put it in the oven, just at like 350 for a couple of minutes with just the mixture on top, and toasted it, and it was really good. And then I love basil, so I got some fresh basil too. It's not in the recipe, but my opinion is you can never have too much. So I put a little bit of fresh basil on there, and then my Roma, and then I've got my chives right there. So that's your canapé. And here's the moment of truth, because I haven't even tasted it yet. Well, actually I did taste the one that wasn't cooked, but here's the cooked one. It's very good. Very, very fresh, very, very good. You could do, you can mix this up a little bit and make it more caprese. You could do mozzarella and the fresh basil and the tomato. That would be really good. You could put pesto on there, or do homemade pesto. I've done that before. I love homemade pesto, especially with doTERRA's basil as well. Anyway, this is canapé. And just remember that when you're cooking with oregano, it's really great immune support. and less is more. Anyway, enjoy.